Are you looking for a travel trailer with no dinette inside? Well, we found some awesome floor plans that give you the most floor space with no dinette. Hey everybody, Mike from RVBlogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And if you've seen us before on YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing us, welcome aboard. Susan and I make tons of videos all about RVing, and we invite you to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell when you do, so you'll be notified every single week when we put out a brand new video. We also invite you to check out our website at rvblogger.com, where we have hundreds of helpful articles all about RVing there as well. But without any further ado, let's get started on our review of travel trailers with no dinette. This travel trailer is the Starcraft Superlite Maxx, model number 16FBS. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 3,795 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 1,200 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 4,995 pounds. It measures in at just 20 feet long, and it can sleep up to 4 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, you walk in at the back of the trailer, which is where the kitchen and bathroom areas are located. As it wraps on around, you've got a nice comfy couch here, which also serves as a dinette. And then finally, your bed is located at the front of the camper. Now, when I first walk into this camper, my first impression of it is that it's really rich and luxurious in here. They've done a really nice job using two-tone cabinetry to create a very luxurious feel. Part of the entertainment area and the bedroom cabinets and around the sofa have a darker cabinet color, and then your kitchen cabinets are a lighter wood color, and it really just breaks things up, helps to define the areas, but it gives it a really nice residential look and feel. Now you'll notice just to the left of me here, this is where your refrigerator is located, right inside from the entry door. Now I like this location because, you know, if you're outside hanging out by the fire or doing whatever you're doing out there and you want to come in and grab a cold drink or grab something out of the fridge, you don't have to go all the way through the camper. You can just quickly open it up, grab what you need, close the door, and you're back outside. It's also convenient from inside the camper, but I will point out that this style of refrigerator that they've used in here is an absorption style refrigerator, which means it runs on shore power or propane. Now, we're seeing more and more campers moving away from this style of fridge and over to the 12-volt models because they run on a battery and shore power. Now, the big difference between the two is in order to run down the road and keep your fridge cold, you will have to keep your propane on, and some people feel that that's a big safety hazard. So you might turn off your propane and then your fridge kind of just becomes a big cooler while you're riding down the road. So as long as you're not traveling too far, that'll be fine. And then you can plug into shore power, turn the propane back on whenever you get to your campsite or your boondock location, and you are good to go. But it's a fantastic size fridge, and it really works well in this location. Also over here, you'll notice you've got some pantry storage for your kitchen area. There are no shelves in here. There's just one in the middle. So if you want to add additional shelving, you would have to be able to do that on your own because it really just comes with this one fixed shelf. Now, the rest of the kitchen is located right across from the fridge and the pantry. Up top here, you've got a very large cabinet with lots of storage space inside. Then you have a convection style microwave oven, which is fantastic. You can both microwave and bake inside of there. It's a great setup. Down below that, we've got a 2-burner stove, and I really like the fact that they've done the front to back burners here because it takes up less countertop space, so you have a really great amount of countertop space in a smaller camper in here. And then you've got your single bowl sink with a gooseneck faucet overhead and a separate sprayer. Now, I wish they had used a little bit bigger sink in here. This is a really small sink. It would be hard to wash pots and pans and things in here without making a big mess. And the other big change I wish they made is, where's your receptacle if you want to plug in a coffee pot or a toaster? It's all the way up under the cabinet on this side, which means you'd have to have, you know, a pretty long run to be able to get to your coffee pot or toaster. I wish they had the receptacle on this side of the cabinet. It would just make more sense to me that way. Now, down below your sink, you've got a couple of cabinet doors that open, and you've got some storage underneath of there. Finally, you have a really nice big drawer for all of your kitchen utensils. And below that, you have a nice deep drawer for pots and pans storage. Now, the sofa in here is a good sized sofa. It can comfortably seat 3 people. It also has some storage underneath, which you can open up each one of these doors and access the storage there. It's got a cup holder located on each end. And on this end of the sofa, it does have a receptacle so you can plug in and charge your computer, telephone, what have you. We also have a nice big window above the sofa, and the sofa itself is set into a slide out. Now the slide out only goes out about 16 inches, but it just creates enough extra floor space in here to make it feel nice and roomy and spacious. There's also a couple lights up above. Now the sofa also will jackknife out into another bed. So you just grab it and pull it up and roll it right on out. And the bed that it turns into is about 6 feet long and about 42 inches wide. So I would say an average size adult, certainly a couple of small kids, could sleep on this sofa very, very easily. Now, more and more we're seeing travel trailers that have a multifunctional couch here. We've already talked about it being a sofa. You can sit here and watch the entertainment center, TV, and stuff like that, or you can convert it into a bed. And then its third use is that this is your dinette area because the camper comes with a freestanding dinette table. Now, in my opinion, this table's a little on the short side. It should probably be a little bit longer, but you could get 2 people at this table somewhat comfortably. It really needs to be a little longer for 2 people and certainly for 3 people to be able to eat at this table. But the other nice thing about a freestanding dinette table is you can use it either in here or outside if you wish. So right across from the sofa is where the entertainment center is located. Now, starting from the bottom, you've got a couple of really nice full extension drawers that pull out for storage. And then you've got your TV mounted here, and it's just in the perfect spot for this camper. You can see it both from the sofa area and you can see it from your bed. So it's in a great spot. Now, this TV also sort of pulls right on out, and then you've got a lot of storage behind it to store even more items. So here we are at the very front of this camper, and this is where the bed is located. This is an east to west bed setup because it goes side to side. North to south would run this way. Now up top here, you'll notice you've got 3 cabinet doors with plenty of storage space up there. On each side of the bed, there is a window on either end, and so you can open those up and get a nice cross breeze through here. And the bed itself, I don't know, let's see, it looks like it's a pretty good size, but it's about 80 inches long by 56 inches wide. So it would be considered a residential full-size bed. And still, that's a good size because it's 80 inches long. You'll notice at the head of the bed here, you got a little nightstand, and you can put things on there like your phone or tablet, and they can charge overnight while you're sleeping. There's even a tower of power here that you can use. It's got a couple of receptacles and USB ports, and that tower of power will also work if you're sitting on the sofa and you need to charge things on this end of the sofa. Finally, underneath of the bed, it's got this little storage area here. You could get a couple of bins or totes that you could easily pull out from under here and access all of those items very easily. Now here I am in the bathroom of this camper, which is located in the back of the camper by the entry door and just next to the refrigerator. It's a good sized bathroom for a smaller camper, and it has a corner style shower in here, and I kind of like this corner style showers. I wish that it had like a glass enclosure for shower doors, because otherwise you're stuck using this shower curtain, and I'm not a big fan of shower curtains. I feel like you'll get water all over the place. The curtain will stick to you while you're taking a shower. Just not very convenient. Now, height-wise in here, you guys know that I'm 5'11", but standing into the skylight space, we have about 6 feet 4 inches of headroom in here, and the whole entire camper itself has pretty good headroom too. It's got about 6 feet 6 inches of headroom through the entire camper. So for you taller folks, this one might work out for you pretty well. Now, just outside of the shower, you have a medicine cabinet with a built-in shelf inside. Down below, we've got a receptacle on the side, a nice looking countertop and sink, and then storage down below. Here I am sitting on the commode in this bathroom, and I'm not going to pass the elbow test on this side, but I will pass it on the other side. But the bathroom's large enough that even with the door closed, you don't feel claustrophobic in here at all. Now outside of this camper, it doesn't have an outdoor kitchen, but it does have an outdoor refrigerator. So if you want to access some cold beverages, no problem. In the very front of the camper, underneath of the bed inside, you have some pass-through storage. This travel trailer is the Coachmen Catalina Expedition, model number 192 FQS. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 4,008 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 1,032 pounds, for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 5,040 pounds. Its length is 21 feet 8 inches, and it can sleep up to 4 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the left-hand side is where the refrigerator is located. Then we have the bathroom area, and it wraps on around into the living and kitchen area. And finally, the bed is at the front of the trailer. So when I first walk into this camper, my first thought is, wow, look at the amount of countertop space that you have in here. This is unbelievable for a smaller travel trailer. But other than that, it feels like it's roomy and spacious enough. It's got a sofa area that's in a little bit of a slide out, so it does create a little extra floor space in here and makes it feel nice and roomy. Now, when you first come in, like I mentioned, on my left-hand side here is where the refrigerator is located, and the doors swing in this way, but on just about every refrigerator out there, you can change the swing of the door if you would like to. But in this case, I really think it's okay because if you're outside and you want to just come in and grab a cold drink, you don't have to run through the camper. You just open the door, grab a drink, and go back out. So not a bad setup. Nice big freezer in here. This is a 12-volt refrigerator, and just about every camper we see nowadays has a 12-volt fridge. So it will run on battery or it'll run on shore power, and we're seeing the old style of the absorption fridges that are powered by propane going away, and everything's becoming more electric now, which is a great thing. These fridges cool much faster and they're much more efficient, and like I said, you can run them on battery or shore power, so when you're driving along you can keep your fridge cool rather than having to turn off your propane gas while you're traveling and just hope your fridge stays cold. And if you have a long travel day, it might warm up a little bit. So these are a really nice advantage. So like I mentioned, the kitchen in here just has a huge countertop. This is fantastic. What we have up at this end is a receptacle here, plenty of countertop space. The sink is a little undersized in my opinion for all the countertop space that it has. They could have put a little bigger sink in here, certainly a deeper sink, because I think this is too small for washing pots and pans and things, but it's got a nice gooseneck faucet overhead to try to make that work. Now next to that, you've got a 2-burner range here, and that just opens right up and you can cook right on your cooktop. But look at all this countertop space. Now at the other end here, it's also got a receptacle, so if you want to plug in a toaster or an air fryer, a toaster oven, a coffee maker, I mean, you've got plenty of room for all that stuff. Up top here, you've got a very spacious cabinet on the left side of the microwave. Microwave itself is a good size for this camper, and then an even bigger storage cabinet on this side of the microwave oven. Underneath of the kitchen sink and all across this countertop area, there's ample storage space for all your storage needs. Now here I am sitting on the couch in this camper, and more often we're seeing no dinettes and a multifunctional couch instead. So when you're sitting here across from the kitchen area, this is your dinette. There's actually a freestanding table that's included. It's not here at the RV show right now, but you know, it would extend along here, and 2 or 3 people could sit here and eat at the freestanding table. Another nice advantage to the freestanding tables is that you can take them outside if you don't want to use it inside. So it's a nice little feature to have. Now, another thing that this couch will do is it serves as the couch. So you can sit here and relax and enjoy your time, maybe watch TV and take it easy. And finally, this does jackknife out into another bed, and this is a good size sofa. Let's get a quick measurement on it here for you. It's about 66 inches long, so 5 feet 6 inches, and it's about 43 inches wide. So a smaller adult, definitely a kid or two, could sleep on here. Now to put the sofa back, you just jackknife it right back up. Now above here, it does come with some storage, but I want to show you something on these storage cabinets. Sometimes you'll see these cabinets and they just They don't stay up. So if you go to get things in and out of here, you have to hold the cabinet open. I would much prefer to see a different style hinge on here that holds the door open for you so you can use both hands to access the cabinet. Just something to keep in mind when you're out shopping around for your trailer. Now, just beyond the sofa is where the bed is located here. Now, this is considered an east-west bed. The great thing about that is it conserves space, and the trade-off for that is that someone who sleeps towards the one end, the wall end, if they get out of bed at night, they may interrupt their partner while they're sleeping, but that's okay. I mean, it's everything's a trade-off in a small camper, that's for sure. Now, up above here, you have got one of the largest storage areas I've ever seen in a camper over top of the bed. I mean, this is just a gigantic cabinet space. It is 2 feet deep, runs the whole width of the camper, so a lot of storage space can be found up there. And in addition to that, at the head of the bed here, there's a little flip up where you can also have some additional storage underneath of there. Now, there are TV cable hookups and receptacle here, so you could set a TV on the countertop here or maybe mount it on the wall, but I would recommend probably putting it on the countertop. And on the other end, there is a receptacle and USB ports, and there are also USB ports on this side of the bed as well. So it's wired up for everything. There's even another receptacle down here below my leg. So if you have tablets, computers, whatever, you're laying in bed, you need to recharge at night, you have ample opportunity to do that. Another nice feature is windows on each side and a nice big window in the front. So you get a lot of natural light inside of your camper. And of course, you can close everything up at night, make it nice and dark for yourself to sleep. Why don't we measure the bed and see how big it is? And this bed is about 74 inches by 60 inches. So it's definitely considered a short queen bed. So here I am in the bathroom located in the very back of this trailer, and I'm standing in the shower, and as you guys know, I'm 5'11", and there is maybe an inch or two over my head. So for you folks that are taller than, say, 6'1", you're going to have to crouch down a bit in this shower. One other thing about the shower to note, it is a corner style shower, which I really like. It's a very efficient use of space, but I really like it better when they have the glass enclosure around it, because otherwise you've got a shower curtain here, and the shower curtain is laying on the floor in the shower, so you could step on it. The curtain itself is going to get wet on the bottom. It's just kind of inconvenient, so I wish they did a little better job with that, but you can always change it after you buy it. You can add shower doors later, so hey, buy the camper if you like the floor plan and then add shower doors later, no problem. Now, when you're standing in here, you'll notice you've got a few places for shampoo and soap. There's even a little step in here, so if you ladies need to shave your legs, boom, there you go, nice and convenient. Just outside of the shower, we have a mirror on the wall. We have a decent sized sink here for the sink vanity, and then there's a receptacle on the side, and there's additional storage below. And when you're sitting on the commode in here, I will not pass the elbow test on this side, but I'll pass on that side. This travel trailer is the Forest River Salem, model number 22 RBS. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 5,928 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 1,837 pounds, for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 7,765 pounds. It measures in at 26 feet 11 inches long, and it can sleep up to 4 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, immediately to your left is a very large bathroom at the rear of the travel trailer. Then it wraps around into the living and kitchen area, and at the front of the camper is where the private owner's bedroom is located. So when you first walk into this travel trailer, my first impression is that you have a lot of floor space in here because the dinette and sofa are in a slide out. The refrigerator is as well, and so that whole area slides out about 3 feet, so it creates a nice open feel in here. I like the cabinetry. It's more of a rustic kind of feel in here. It's not like that fine finished cherry wood or something that makes it feel luxurious. It's a little bit more of a rustic camping kind of feel, and I really like that in here. Now, it's right next to the entry door. You've got this huge closet here on the right hand side. This thing is probably 3 feet deep. It's got a light inside of the pantry cabinet, and it gives you a ton of storage space in here. So directly around the corner from the pantry is where the entertainment area is located. Now in this RV, we're at an RV show. They don't have a TV mounted here currently, but if they did, you can see they could get a pretty large size TV here mounted on the wall, which is a great location because it's right across from the couch and the dinette, and actually it's another bed location there too. Now down below that, you've got a little bit of open storage and all of your pre-wires for, you know, electrical receptacle, cable, and all that good stuff. Then you have a nice Furion sound bar, and finally a beautiful fireplace down below. So these days in travel trailers, we are seeing a lot less travel trailers that have a dinette. And what the manufacturers have done is they've moved over to a multifunctional area here for the dinette and living area to help maximize space. And you know, you only eat at your dinette table 3 meals a day or whatever. So this way you can enjoy one space in 3 different ways. Now currently we're showing it set up as a dinette. And as you can see, you could sit just 2 people here comfortably to enjoy a meal, but it's in a great location because you're sitting here enjoying your meal. The TV and the fireplace are straight ahead, so you can enjoy watching a little TV while you eat, or certainly enjoy a nice fireplace view. Now, as I mentioned, this also just serves as a couch, and so the dinette table just pops out very, very easily. We can disconnect this bar from the tabletop, and then it just slides right into the fixture on the front of the couch. So when it's not in use, you can stow it away behind the couch is where it would go. I'm just going to set it up over here on the side for a minute. Anyway, you can sit here on this nice comfy couch and enjoy this as well. Now, the couch itself also features a lot of storage underneath. It's got these drawers that pop open, and they're making use of storage bins underneath, which we're seeing a lot more of as well in travel trailers. Instead of them building a drawer in here, they just make a door front and then supply you with some bins. Now, we recommend that you use clear bins. That's what we use in our RV. And that way we can see what's inside of them when we pull them out. We don't have to open them up and go through everything. It just makes life a little more convenient that way. So you've got 3 storage bins under here, 1 on each side of the couch, and finally 1 under the chaise lounge here at the end. And this is sort of a longer, flatter storage box, but it is the clear kind, so you can see what's in it. And now finally, for the third function of this couch, it actually will jackknife out, and it creates a really large sleeping area. In fact, if we measure this whole thing, I mean, you've got, come on, tape measure. Man, you've got 7 feet 3 inches of length, and then it is about 42 inches wide. So, you know, any adult could sleep on this very, very comfortably, or you could get 2 small kids to sleep on here comfortably as well. One thing to note about this sofa location, however, is since it's located within a slide out, there are no electrical receptacles here or USB ports. And so for some people, that could be an issue, especially if you work at your dinette table or you want to set up your computer. You know, you just have to make sure it's charged, I guess, or you know, you can use another outlet that's further away to plug in, but you'll lose the convenience of being able to plug in while you're sitting here on your couch. So just across from the couch and dinette area and next to the entertainment area is where your kitchen is located. Now, this is sort of an L-shaped kitchen in here. And I say sort of because the refrigerator sort of stands alone over here next to the couch area in the slide out. But nonetheless, it still makes an L shape. Now up top here, you'll notice that you have a good sized microwave. You can fit an average size plate in there, I would think. And then you've got these really nice cabinets with the glass inlay doors and lots of storage space up top with a built-in shelf in the middle here. I prefer to see these be adjustable, but I see so many cabinets without even a shelf in here. I'm at least happy to see a shelf in the middle. Now the storage cabinets on the end here are very shallow, but you know, you could put cans and smaller goods up there, maybe smaller kitchen appliances, things like that, and store them away, or glasses or cups or whatever. Down below you have a lot of countertop space in this kitchen, and that's one of the best parts of having an L-shaped kitchen. You've got these 2 receptacles on the end. So you could put a toaster oven, a coffee pot, whatever you have. Everything wraps around to this really nice sized double bowl sink. It's got a very nice faucet over top, and of course the faucet doubles as a sprayer. And then next to that you have a 3-burner propane stove. All your knobs light up. And then you've got a real oven in here too, which is great for those of you that like to bake things, especially like a pizza. Down below that, or next to it I should say, you've got some storage underneath of the kitchen sink. And then these are where your kitchen utility drawers are located. So just across from the kitchen area and next to the dinette area is where the refrigerator is located. This is a 12-volt refrigerator, which means it runs off of battery or shore power. So here we are in the owner's private bedroom, which is located just past the kitchen area in the very front of this travel trailer. And it's a very nice setup in here. You know, one of the nice features is you can get out of either side of the bed. So if you get up in the middle of the night, you don't disturb your neighbor. And the size of this bed is, it's about 74 inches by 60 inches wide. So we would consider this a short queen size bed. Now around the bed you've got all this nice cabinetry with these beautiful glass inlay cabinet doors with storage up top. And then on each side you have a wardrobe cabinet with a bar in there so you can hang your garments up. And then one other thing to note is you can access the bottom of these cabinets from bed, and there is a receptacle located inside of each of the cabinets. So if you need to plug things in at night, maybe a CPAP machine, or you want to plug in and charge some of your electronic devices, you can certainly do that. And each side also has a very large end table that's available, and over top of each end table are 2 USB ports. Finally, there's a light underneath here that you can turn on and off. So you have a little reading light feature. And then on this side of the bed, there's even a little laundry chute. It's got a little net in there, so you can throw your dirty clothes in there. When you close the door, your clothes actually end up in the storage compartment that runs from side to side under the bed. Now, speaking of storage under the bed, if we lift up the bed, you have full access to the storage compartment that runs the width of the front of this trailer, and you can access it from both sides of the camper as well. And they have these nice little, I guess, cubby boxes built in here, so you can store things right here under your bed too. And then finally, there's a little shoe kick area underneath, so you can store all your shoes nice and neatly away. 2 more features to point out in this bedroom. One is that there's a window on either side of the bedroom, so you can open them both and get a nice cross breeze in here, which is always nice. And then your TV location is right here, so you can mount your TV bracket here, and you've got a receptacle and cable up top, so everything's roughed in. So here I am at the very back of the travel trailer again, right by the entry door, and this is where the bathroom is located. And it's a really, really large bathroom, especially for a travel trailer that's under 30 feet long. The bathroom in here is a really great size. It's got a huge doorway to get in and out, which is a nice feature. A lot of times the doorways are kind of small in my opinion. This one sets up really, really well. Now, once you're in the bathroom, let's take a look at the shower and headroom and all that fun stuff. So here I am in the shower, and like I've mentioned before, in almost all travel trailers, you have to step up from the floor into the shower, and then I go ahead and measure in the shower because of that, right? You're not standing on the floor now, you're up 6 or 8 inches. And then I'm standing in the skylight area, and you guys know I'm 5'11", but the reason the manufacturers install these skylights is to help get some ambient lighting into the bathroom, and also to help with headspace, because they know you had to step up into the shower. So as far as headspace goes in here, let's get a quick measurement. And we are at 80 inches, so 6 feet 8 inches in the shower. That's really, really great. And then out here, anywhere else in the camper, you would also have 6 feet 8 inches of headspace. So a lot of room for you taller folks if you're looking for a good camper. Now, once you're in the shower, it feels really good. It's wider than most showers that we see. It's got a place for your soap and shampoo bottles here. Of course, the sprayer comes off the wall, so you can use that as needed. And then, while it does have a shower curtain, it's in a track. And so at least it stays neat and organized. It doesn't blow in on you. And the track actually curves out and away from the shower, so it actually pulls the shower curtain out a little bit. So now Susan's standing in the shower and I'm on the other side of the bathroom, so you can see how big the bathroom is in here. First thing you'll notice is this gigantic wardrobe closet. You can use this to hang garments up and store them away or any way you'd like. Down below, there's even more storage space in about half the cabinet. Above here, you've got a really nice medicine cabinet with a few built-in shelves in there. They did a nice backsplash on the wall around the vanity sink. You have a good-sized vanity sink and actually some decent countertop space. There's also a receptacle located on the front of the cabinet below the sink, and then you have open storage below that. Now, right next to where the shower was located, there is even more cabinet space in here, and this would be more of a linen closet, I would think, and you can stow away all your bathroom, bedding, towels, all that good stuff in here. And then finally, as far as the elbow test goes, I'm not going to pass it on my left side. Plenty of room on the right side, but the bathroom is so big, you will not feel cramped in here at all. Let us know which one of these travel trailers you like the most and why in the comments down below. You know, all of these travel trailers with no dinette are very multifunctional, but how do you use your setup in your RV? We'd be very interested to hear that from you. But if you'd like to check out even more travel trailers with no dinettes, just click the box down below, and Susan and I will see you in the next video.